Philippe Flop has come back to town. Now, this is one of, I don't know, probably top 3, top 5 best football boots ever made. Recency bias, yes, but camouflage on a football boots, you don't see that often. And one that's a collaboration as well. You don't see that often either. This shoe though, the only thing that holds it back, it's a brand that I'm not really fond of. However, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore one of the brands. No, I'm not. I'm joking. Adidas. I've said it. Voldemort. I've said the name out loud. It's a football boot. One of the best football boots ever made. The Predator. Before I bore you to death, let's get this open and just show you what I mean. Shout out to Offspring. Spring of Off. Now, the collaboration. Ooh. Oh, it's got a little sleeve. I'm liking that. Yes. Adidas and Bape, match made in heaven, if you ask me. They did like a sort of pack or capsule, if you will, with sambas, with merch, with football boots. They had an F50, I believe, with like blue and pink. It was really nice, really, really nice. But when you're comparing these to those, apples and oranges in terms of what I like. For me, Predators are clear and this colorway is clear of those. This box is cool though. You've got like a, I want to say a sleeve. Yeah, it's like a sleeve, protective sleeve. Now, I think, yeah, this is actually the first football boot that I've reviewed on this channel, which is mental because I love football. Wow, this box is nice though. Very premium. The 3 stripes on the top of the lid in that metallic vibe. Again, to the left and then to the right. Limited collection there as well. And then you got Adidas football, very faintly, but it's debossed on the back and the front. The product sticker does say though, Predator Elite Football Firm Ground Bape. Now I did get these in a size 10, which I am a bit nervous about, but we'll see what's what in a bit. So we get a football bag, dust bag, whatever you want to call it. Predator on the front and Predator at the back with the Bape and Adidas branding. Very cool because when your boots get dirty, you don't want to put it in your actual bag. You want to put it in a bag like this. And it's got like a little zip on the inside. So I'll take that all day long. Got some paperwork. What's it saying? So it's wear and care instructions. Pause the screen if you want to have a look at it. I'm not going to run through it all. One thing I will say though, it does say do not put these in the washing machine. So if you take anything away from this, it's that. Whoa. These are like a very special pair. Now, I don't say this often about an Adidas football boot, but it looks that clean. I wouldn't even want to play in these. Like, I just want to display them, store them away, collector's piece. Look how good that fold over tongue looks. The gold just smashes this. Right, so unfortunately, I couldn't wait. I had to quickly try these on just because they did look long and I got half a size up from what I normally get with Adidas shoes, sneakers, even boots to be fair, but I should have just stuck to my normal Adidas sizing. I went with a 10, which is half a size up from what I normally get with this brand. Yeah, just a bit too long. However, if you're one of those guys or girls that wear 2 socks, these are cool. These are okay. So stick true to size, or if you want a bit more room, as a wide footer, half size up, and if you wear double socks, yeah, half size up should be all good because they are narrow. But man, Bape and Adidas, they are really good when it comes to collabs on sneakers, on boots now, and clothing and stuff. I'm a real sucker for camo. I was planning on taking these outside. 1, there's like a mad storm here. It's like 50 miles per hour winds, which is mental anyway. 2, it's just muddy, all that sort of stuff. I don't want to get these dirty. Just look at them. Not just yet. But then 3, the big kicker is the sizing. So I don't think I'll be able to keep these or even play in these. But look, it's not all doom and gloom. Let's take a look around this bad boy and just see what's what. Now this boot is special and it is my first Predator like that I bought for myself. Yes, I've had them on. Yes, I've borrowed Predator boots before. They're great boots, like they're legendary in fact. And the fact that Adidas and Bape have done this camo finish with, you know, the gold, the Spitfire, basically the iconic Bape look on a boot is brave, but at the same time, I just love that they have. I mean, for me, white on a football boot, you're just asking for trouble. But when it looks this good and all the hits with Bape, the gold, all those sort of things, it's kind of worth it. The only thing I'm going to say though, and yes, I am going to nitpick just because of how expensive these are, 240 quid. And yeah, for a football boot that you're most likely going to get muddy, going to get scratched, going to get chipped, and most likely ripped up to pieces. It's a bit expensive, but you're paying for what they look like, for the collaboration and what the football boot is. But what I'm getting at though, because the print is so fine and like the gold touches with the white paint, you can see all the little chips and it's so annoying. Just because the boot is so premium, you wouldn't expect it. But again, if you're buying these to actually wear and play football in these, then I don't think you'd actually mind. One thing I found really cool is where you'd normally connect with the ball on the medial side of the boot, you've got these sort of rubber panels, which I found super cool. Not that it's going to make you a better player or anything, but still, it's nice to have. Now, another thing I've always liked about the Predators is the fold over tongue. Hiding the laces, you know, all the knots and stuff like that, just tidying up the boot a little bit more. But yeah, the right boot, you've got the Bape logo in golds, and then your bathing ape sort of branding on the strap there. However, on the left shoe, you got the Adidas branding in gold with the bathing ape writing on the strap again. Now, the rest of the tongue feels like a sort of felt material, and yes, again, that's not going to hold up when it comes to dirt and wear and tear, but the laces are all white here, so yeah, that's pretty much it. But on the insoles, you got more camo, which of course I absolutely love. And then on the right side, you got the WGM, which stands for World's Gone Mad. And then the left side, you got another Bape logo in that sort of tiger print. On the reverse of the insoles, you got Predator with the Adidas stripes. Now towards the heel counter, nothing too much going on. We've got the Adidas stripes in gold, and then you got that sort of heel cup to provide stability and protection for your ankle. Now, one of my favorite panels is the molds and the outsole, I guess you could say. More camos seeping through with the Bape branding, and then the gold plates where the molds sit. I love that. Predator branding going up the middle, and then the three stripes with the Adidas branding on the gold part. Ooh, these are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, these are absolutely clean. And for a boot to make me even just have a peek at Adidas says it all. I was going to do this whole review just talking about it's a Bape release, but I thought I've got to give props. You know, as much as me and Adidas, you know, we have our faults, we have our rocky relationship, if you will, I still got to pay respect and homage, you know, homage. You know what I'm trying to say. I do respect what they've done over the years, but they still need to do things like this to really get me going and actually want me to spend my money on the brand. Not just football boots though, bruh. You got to bring some heat. Like, give us some superstars with some more Bape and just things like that. You know what Nike and New Balance and Saucony and Asics have been doing the past 3, 4, 5 years or so. Adidas, bruh, you gotta step it up. But anyways, broskies, look, we've spoken about sizing, we've spoken about the price, the high price at that. We've spoken about design, materials, build, quality, all that good stuff. I need your help though. Whether you are a footballer or not, you gotta help me decide whether these are a buy or a buy. Now look, we're going to put price aside for just a second. Like, if you're that serious, if you really care about football boots and how they look, how they make you feel, the type of style and stuff like that, you're willing to spend the money. So let's put that aside for a second. Where I'm going with this, because it looks so good and there's so much white on this shoe, this boot, can you wear them? Like, can you even enjoy wearing them is what I'm trying to say. Is it a boot that you just collect, like you put on display or you just store away, you know, because of how it looks? It's one of them collabs where you're like, do I even put them on? So I guess you can kind of see it from both sides. Like, it's a collector's piece. Yes, it's a collaboration. It's a work of art. I'm going to say it. It is. But wearing them, I think I'd just be too nervous, bruh. Like, spending the money, that's not like the actual issue. The issue is just keeping them clean. And I know it came with like a little leaflet to tell me how to upkeep the shoes and just prolong them and wear and tear and care, whatever it's called. But I just don't know. Like, every football boot I've got, I've ran into the ground, no matter how much I've spent on it. Like, I've had CTR 360s, the red and white ones, my favorite boot ever. I spent a lot of money on that boot and I had it for years, but the front was coming off, you know, yeah. They looked a mess by the end of it. And I know they're just football boots at the end of the day. You could say that with sneakers too, but it's one of them things with sneakers, you're not really going to get muddy or stamped on with another football boot, you know? Well, not by choice anyways. I don't know. It's up to you how you spend your money and what you want to do with your football boots. But as a football boot alone, great. Obviously, get your sizing right. If you're like me and you're just used to like 1 or 2 brands, always go for your European sizing. That's sort of my best bet. What more though can I say that I haven't already said? It's gorgeous, it's great looking, very light though. That's the thing. Like, I don't know how I would feel about that. Like, because I'm a more defensive footballer, I love a good tackle, man. I love getting stuck in and just smashing someone, or don't mind getting smashed up myself, you know? And for these, I just think the sausage toes, bro, they're gonna be battered and bruised in no time. I'm just in love and I'm just heartbroken at the same time because of the sizing thing, and they're sold out everywhere now. So more for me. Maybe it's just not meant to be, man. Me and Adidas are just 2 toxic people, just not meant to be together. Yeah, we're just not good for each other. But look, I'm still gonna give Adidas and Bape their props. This collaboration on a boot that looks this good, on such an iconic one at that, it's amazing. We need more colorways, like maybe a reverse colorway where it's darker or the camo's flipped, or I don't know, but don't just stop at this, because this is great. This is what we need as football fans, football players, and even collectors of Bape and Adidas. You know, never thought I'd be saying that, a collector of Adidas. All praises to this. I can't fault it, apart from slight chips in the paint, which can happen when a football boot is this eloquently made. What a great word, by the way. This review is something new for the channel, and yeah, I wanted to do it. I mean, it's kind of one of them things I haven't done before, and for Adidas to make me do it just says it all. Camo, Bape, Adidas, Predator, winning formula in my opinion. But yeah, it is indeed an absolute buy. But to all my footballing broskies out there, let me know what you think down below. Is this too expensive for a football boot to you? Or is it worth the money? The looks, design, and the iconic look. And of course, did you cop a pair? Leave it all down below. Well, not this time Adidas, but if you're bringing back the superstar, giving that a few collabs or 2, who knows, the tide might be turning. Anyways, broskies, if you want to see more football boot reviews on the channel, I might start doing that, you know, diversifying the channel. Why not? Don't forget to do all of that other good stuff for me, please. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and yes, until the next episode, take care.